I don't know about in your household, but in mine, we are talking fantasy football every Sunday. Well, what is it? Thursday, Sunday, Monday. They're just going to take over the entire week. But fantasy football is obviously a big thing that's going on.
The girls are playing fantasy football?
Just Frankie. And in the spirit of that, our first guest this morning is talking about who you want on your fantasy team. Not football, but your fantasy financial team.
That's right, and that's important
Yes.
too. Welcome, financial advisor and regular Monday, excuse me, I
Money
screw this
Monday.
up every time, Money Monday contributor, Rob Wilson, with his picks for the 5 people you need on your financial fantasy team. Hey,
Le'Veon
Rob.
Bell is not on that list?
Not quite. Maybe one day when he's done playing, yes, you'll need to have him on that team
As
too.
an investor, though, that would be
Exactly,
nice, wouldn't it?
exactly. So there are millions of people out there who are spending so much time on fantasy football. It's kind of like when my mom used to say, if I would spend as much time on my homework as I did listening to music,
Right.
I'd probably be, valedictorian, right? So you have all these people spending time on fantasy football. I'm thinking, are you spending the right amount of time putting people on your own team that can help you succeed in what you're doing? So I figured it'd be good to talk about that today.
So why do you need a fantasy team?
So here's the
Financial
deal.
fantasy team.
And are they really fantasy or are they reality?
These are actually real life people, right? But here's the deal. Once you get out of school, okay, nobody really cares what you get out of, if you get what you want for your life other than
Right.
your
Hey,
parents.
man, it's up to you.
Yeah. Other than your parents, your spouse, and maybe a dog if you have one, those people are behind you.
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody's trying to get their own thing. But if you do spend a little bit of time trying to find some people who are willing to invest in your success, it's sort of like a board of directors that a company or a nonprofit organization would have. Because a famous motivational speaker named Jim Rohn says that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with.
Wow.
So you want to make sure you're spending time with the right people because that's going to ultimately determine how successful you can become.
And in this case,
Yeah.
in terms of your financial team, who are those 5 people?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that.
I knew you wanted me to.
So the first person I'm going to suggest that you have is a professional. So someone like a financial advisor, an attorney, or a banker or something like that, because you're always going to come up with these little questions. And look, nobody wants to have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars all the time just to get a really simple question answered. So if you can call someone up who's an expert, help you out very quickly, you can get on with your day, then that's fantastic.
This is for stuff, Rob, that's more than just going online and Googling it, right?
Well, but Google. It's the gift and the curse. There's too much information out there now.
Right.
You're not exactly sure who to believe.
It's hard to
So you call
pinpoint.
up somebody you trust, then you can get to the point much more quickly.
And so you were saying someone like a financial advisor, a banker, an attorney. Who else could you possibly get?
Okay, so the second person you need is a connector. You know that there's downtown who just seem to know everyone, okay?
Yes,
So
yeah.
you need a connector on your team so that they can introduce you to the right people, so that they can take you to the right events, because anytime you get an introduction from someone, the relationship seems to get started that much more quickly.
Now,
So-
can that be a peer, or does it need to, by proxy, just be someone older?
Oh, either way, but probably if you get someone who's a little bit more seasoned, we'll call it,
Okay.
who's been around a little bit, has built a significant network, that'll probably give you the most value.
And a coach of some sort?
Well, so you absolutely need a coach. See, average performers like to surround themselves with cheerleaders, folks who are just going to tell them that they're the greatest all the time.
Right.
Top performers want to have someone who's going to give it to them really honest and tell them what they're doing bad at so that they can get better. So
Yeah.
you
Give
actually
them
have
sound
to have a
advice,
coach.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like to call myself the Mike Tomlin of money. So, hopefully that works out, but you got to have a coach in
You
your
need
corner.
someone to tell you, hey, you're eating out too much.
And, maybe kick you in the behind every now and
Right.
then.
Okay, how do you build your team?
Okay, so there's a couple of steps that you have to do. First of all, you have to determine what your needs are, okay? You don't want to surround yourself with everybody who's good at the same things you are good at. So figure out where you're deficient. If you're not good at money, go find a financial advisor. If you're not good at graphic design, go find someone who's great at art. But find somebody who complements you, not just does the same thing that you do.
Okay, let's go back and pick up a couple of those people. We had
sure.
Connector and Mega U.
Yeah, okay, so did you ever see the movie Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Okay, so the little villain, the villain in the movie had a little guy who followed him around named Mini-Me.
Right.
Okay, again, I don't think you need a Mini-Me, I think you need a Mega You. You need to find someone who is already at the level that you're trying to get at so they can give you advice and help you avoid a lot of the mistakes that they made on their path to success.
Where do we find these people, Rob?
Right.
Are they just available 24/7, or do we really have to dig
how do
deep?
So
find them?
you would be surprised. Some of these people may be in your network already and you really never just thought of them in that way. But here's the thing, it's never been easier in the history of this planet to connect with people that you admire. So I would definitely suggest that you use social media. Listen, if you just have to reach out to somebody cold on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, those platforms have been fantastic. I've used it myself and been able to connect with amazing people using social media.
And a sponsor as well, what would that be?
So you got to have a sponsor, and this is particularly important if you work in a company, okay? You got to have somebody in your corner who can go push the buttons, who can put you on the best projects, who can recommend you for the promotions, who can talk you up when you're not in the room. So if you have somebody as a sponsor that can kind of pull you along, that's invaluable to the ascension of your career.
Who do you want to avoid, Rob? Who is not the right person to have on your team?
A cheerleader.
Well, you know what?
Right?
Sometimes you need a little pick-me-up every now and then, but I think you really want to avoid negative people. Not saying that somebody can't tell you what you're deficient at, that you should get a little bit better, but somebody who's just always down and negative and they project their own shortcomings on you. Those are people that you absolutely go send them to the Browns. We don't need that.
There's plenty of negativity.
Growing up, we
right
used
now,
to call those people Debbie Downers.
Yeah.
But I don't do that because I'm married to a Debbie.
Oh, so you can't do
so
that.
you can never say
She's
that.
not a downer.
She is not at all.
No.
Okay, so when we talk about building our fantasy team, you said find out what your needs are first.
Yeah, you have to decide, okay, what do I need to get better at? And sometimes this is a hard question to answer because we don't necessarily like to admit when we're not so good at some things.
Yeah.
So find out what your needs are, what that really pressing thing is that would take you to the next level, and make that your priority, make that your first round draft pick, so to speak.
And you said utilize social media. Do you mean go on Facebook and Twitter, or are there other areas?
All the time. I've been able to interview really CEOs, just amazing people, just by sending a message on LinkedIn. And you'd be surprised, because here's the thing, you don't have the gatekeepers anymore. If you try to go somebody's office, the secretary is going to stop you. You get on social media, the real people are answering those messages.
Yeah.
Much different. Yeah, much
You
different
might even
these
get
days.
the president.
Right?
You have a good chance of doing that these days.
Well, that's
Right?
true.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob Wilson of Wilson Insight and regular Money Monday contributor right here. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Good tips.